everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel. So today is Sunday. I'm doing this video really late in the evening and I kind of struggled at what I was going to do for this video. Don't mind the entire gigantic mess back there. I'm in the process of cleaning up this room. However, let's jump back into what I was going to go over today. Today I'm going to go over this palette, the Mia Del Mar Novelera palette. I'm going to do a quick review on it. We'll swatch some colors. We'll go over what I think of this brand. The reason I wanted to do this, I got this in a recent FabFitFun edit sale. I believe it was the last one, or maybe it was like 2 or 3 ago. But this brand has ended back up in the sale, and I thought it'd be good to go over the quality of the shadows. This exact palette is not in the sale going on right now, but it is a similar one to this and a lot of their other products. So I thought, hey, let's go over this and review it, and then while I'm working on doing my add-on video. So that video I'm going to be taping up tonight and editing tomorrow, and if I can, I will get it up for Monday, so early. I know I usually do a Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday upload schedule, but because of this, I really want to get that video out for you Monday and still do a Tuesday video, so stay tuned for that. All right, so like I said, this let me just look up here and see how much this palette normally costs here. Okay guys, so I'm pulling up the information on this palette on my phone here. This is the Mia Del Mar Novelera Eyeshadow Palette plus dual-ended brush. It's normally $34. So this is supposed to have 12 velvety smooth, sexy shades that are both vegan and cruelty-free, packed with things like jojoba oil for intense, long-lasting, smoldering looks. It's also supposed to be paraben-free, phthalate-free, that's like tongue twister there, and sulfate-free in addition to all of that. So this is what the palette looks like. One thing I do have to say that I am unimpressed by this palette is this. Oops. This. So as you can see, one of these little pans popped out. Not that big of a deal. It just needs more glue on there, but that is kind of frustrating, and I keep forgetting to grab a little like super glue or something and put it back on there. But you can see it's a mix of shimmers as well as mattes here. Pretty kind of neutral tone with like some color, but a not crazy color. It does come with this cute little brush, which I will attempt to use a little bit for. I don't know how well it'll work. But anyway, so first part here, I'm going to pause and then I'm going to swatch. I'm going to kind of move in a little bit closer to the camera and swatch and show you guys the colors here, and then we will play with the makeup and see how it goes. All right, guys, we're going to get in real close here. I just figured out my zoom function here. Don't mind my zits here. Okay, so let's go in and we will start swatching this bad boy here. So we're just going to start on the top row here, and then starting with this color Pelagrosa right there. As you can see, that's what it looks like. So going in on my inner arm, I like to do my inner arm just because I feel like the color gives you a good idea there. So that is what the color looks like. Very pretty. It is kind of a cranberry shade. Okay, next color here is, ooh, I am like backwards on here. So this color here is Secretos. Look at that. Very pretty. We'll put that in there nice and close. So you can see that's kind of like a caramely, Amor Prohibido. So Prohibited Love, which is this color right here. As you can see, that shade just popped out. So that is going to be the next shade here. So that is a really pretty burnt orange. So that color here is, there you can see, very pretty, kind of a burnt orange color. Really enjoy that color, I think. So next color here is Vengaza. Vengaza is this color here. I'm not sure what Vengaza means, but that is Vengaza. This is Vengaza. So there is Vengaza for you. Very pretty. Okay, next color here is Caliente. Okay. And then that color is Caliente. We are just going to move on to doing the back of my arm here. Caliente, very pretty. It's kind of like that burnt orange, but a shimmer. All right. Next color here is Deseos. I'm probably butchering some of these. I know some Spanish, but I'm not amazing at it. That is a color. That's a really pretty like gold. These are really buttery when I dip into these. So that's the color. That's really, really pretty. So that's like a buttery gold shade there. All right, let's move on. So we're getting into the color Destino. Here we go. So it's just a nice kind of coffee brown. We'll put that one right here. Very pretty. A little patchy when I swatch, but not bad for a matte. Okay, next color here is La Otra, which is, I believe, means the other. So that is the color. And then as you can see, that is just a really kind of bland color. All right, I have a little munchkin that keeps jumping in and interrupting me, so she may come say hi later. This is Travisa, which is this color right here. And that is like a, ooh, really pretty kind of purpley coffee color. So let's put that one down here. So yeah, it's got like a brownish with a little bit of purple shimmer shift there. All right, next one is La Drama, which is this color right here. Okay, so that's that. That's like a really yellowy gold, and we'll put that one right here. Very pretty, okay? And then we have Corazon Salvaje. I can't say that one. Sorry, I'm butchering Spanish here, guys. So that is a really pretty kind of reddish color. And let's see how that one looks. Oh, that's really pretty. Kind of a little chunky, but pretty. Okay, and then our final color is my little brown shade that will not stay in the pan. This one right here. This is the shade Chismosa. Hopefully I said that right. Chismosa. So that is what it looks like right there. And then we'll just put that lovely color right there. Okay. All right, guys. So those swatch really beautifully. So just again, like I said, those are the different colors. It is definitely a warm toned palette, as you can see on here. So let's dive in. I'm going to prep up my face a little bit, and then I'll come back in and we'll play with an eye look. All right. Okay guys, we're really zoomed in. I'm gonna kind of look off to the distance here so that I can do this. I primed up my eyes with this here, which is the Shadow Insurance by Too Faced. A little bit of powder, which is what I usually like to do for just my base application of stuff. This is the Sexy Mama Translucent Powder by The Balm. If you're interested in brushes, let me know. I'll talk about them later. But at this point, we're just going to dive into this and go. What I'll do is when I get into a shade, I will try to post a little picture and, you know, well, I don't know. Actually, maybe I'll just show you guys. I don't think I have enough time to really edit this up as well. But this is La Otra, is the first color I'm going to be dipping into. So, yeah. I'm just going to do one eye and then I'll come back and do the other eye to show you guys. This is completely just on the fly. So we'll see what kind of look we can go into. I usually like to put just like a base shade all over the eye. And then let's do, ooh, I think the burnt orange color is so pretty. So I'm going to go into that Amor Prohibito color right here and just take it. This is definitely powdery. So be mindful of that. So I'm just going to go in here and we're just going to kind of go. So, yeah, that looks pretty. So this is blending really nicely. Like I have to say that that is quite good. Like that's very pigmented, blending very beautifully. Not blending away off my brush, which I do appreciate. I'm just going to do a touch more and kind of focus in on this outer part here, little bit here, and then just kind of blend up so that it's nice and blended out so you don't see any big chunky spot here. Nothing makes me cringe more than when I see makeup and you can see a clear delineation of the where people haven't blended. And so I at least try on my makeup, and I'm not the best in the world to make sure that that doesn't, you know, isn't the case on me. Okay, so we're gonna play with their little brush that they put in here. And I am going to put, ooh, this is gonna be fun. Let's go over the actual eye with the Secretos right here, which is this pale shade. Ooh, this is hard. This is really, really hard, but let's go with that one. And I'm just gonna try it with their brush. They put it in here and see how that works. I'm just gonna kind of layer it on the eye here. So it doesn't do half bad. So not like amazing, but let's try it with the finger and see now how it layers out with the finger. So usually I either use a finger or a silicone brush if I really, really want to make the color pop. Actually, if you guys want a great silicone brush, this is the Sephora silicone brush. It comes in a 2-set, and this is on sale right now on Sephora. It's like $4. I love this silicone brush. It's like my favorite tool in the world. And it causes things to pop really nicely. Okay, so we're just gonna go all the way into that corner, into the corner like that, and then we're going to go across the eyelid. And then I think I am going to do like a, let's dive into this one here. So we're gonna do, ooh, this is hard, this is hard. Okay, I'm gonna do Caliente, which is this orangey color here. And we're going to pop it in here so that it just kind of blends into that color. I don't really like this brush. I am not a fan of it. So let me go back to my big fluffy brush because I'm getting it up into the corner here without meaning to. And I'm gonna go back to my little brush here, and I'm gonna pop it to the other side, and I'm gonna pick up some more of that Caliente color and kind of pop it over here. And then I like to use my finger to kind of blend them together. So you can see that's the kind of look there. Okay, so we're gonna go into this color Destino. I'm gonna try this end of the brush to see if I can make it pop in that corner here. So we're gonna just go along here and then come along the bottom here. I wish this color was just a tad bit darker. It is pretty, but I do wish it was a little bit darker. And then I'm just gonna come up into that crease and then out so you can see, to give myself a little bit of depth there. And then I'm going to come back with my big fluffy brush. I'm not gonna put it in anything. And again, I'm just gonna blend and then kind of blend under here just a little bit, just to smooth everything out. All right, just for the heck of it and just to be fun, we're gonna do a different color into this inner corner part. And let's do this color Dusty, which is this one right here. Okay, if you hear a little noise, my daughter's in the background just being a little munchkin there. Okay, so we're getting that last color. We have it on here. And we're just gonna kind of go on the underside here and go like that. So that is the color. Let me blend this a little bit better. So that's the look here. I think I'm going to do a different look on the other side. So let me do, I can see a problem with this palette already. So looking at this, we've got this color, La Otra. We've got this color Amor, and then we've got Destino. So we've only got 3 mattes, so that makes it a little bit difficult. Okay guys, so this is the completed look. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit just so you guys can see the different eye looks. So this is the eye look that turned out pretty well. This is the first one I did. I think it actually came out really nicely. It was easy to blend. It looks really, really good. This is the second eye look. It actually doesn't look horrible, but it was kind of a pain to put in. And it didn't blend out as well. I just don't think it turned out as well. Yeah, so I was not a huge fan of it. So I just did the rest of my makeup here to try to kind of complete it. This look is definitely much better than this one. I'm not a big fan of some of the shades in here. So final thoughts on this palette. Let me grab it. Construction wasn't the greatest, like I said. Let me zoom fully out here. Zooming out. So construction was not the best. Like I said, the palette, the shade fell out. Some of the shades are beautiful. So my biggest complaint with this palette is, as a standalone palette, it's kind of a pain. So if you want to do kind of like the more burnt orangey looks, the warm tone with that orange transition shade, it works really nicely. As you can see, blended out perfectly, really great look. But then really the only other matte they have is this super light shade, which is my skin tone. This one, which is a great crease color, and then this one, which is a little patchy, and I would prefer to use to darken it up. They don't really have anything else. So if you want to use these pinks and these kind of like cranberry colors, they just don't work with that burnt orange. They're just not colors that I would pair for it. So you'd have to dip into a different palette. I don't find the shimmers are as easy to apply, specifically the more purpley pink ones. They're a little bit more difficult to apply, and that makes it a little bit more difficult to work with. So on a standalone palette, not the greatest. Like, it's not horrible, it's not great. I'll play with it more. Like I said, I did really like that burnt orange shade, and it did turn out really, really nicely. But like I said, this shade, although it looks good here, was a pain to work with. So that is my review. Just so you guys get an idea of if you think it's worth it to buy this other palette in the sale. Like I said, the mattes tend to work out really well. The shimmers are not horrible, but they're not my favorite formula. It does feel creamy. Not a lot of fallout. There was a little bit of fallout with this color Pelagrosa. And yeah, that's it, guys. So anyway, hope this is helpful. Like I said, I'm gonna later tonight tape up the rest of my video. Obviously, I'm going to take off this crazy look, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, guys, bye.